Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, and happy weekend. So today we are taking a look at the tarot energy, or just the energy for the week of November 14th to the 20th. So first, I actually want to read you the astrology outlook for next week because it is something that we need to hear about. So we're going to call this week cancel culture. And this is a week when destructive people are attracted to capable, confident souls like moths to a flame. Monday sets the tone for the week. A magnificent grand trine pulls in the Cancer moon, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Neptune, and Jupiter, making this an amazingly creative, positive, and heartfelt day. However, the moon's opposition of Pluto, sextiled by Mercury, indicates that there may be resentment and scheming afoot. An extremely generous, compassionate trine of Venus and Jupiter on Tuesday could lower boundaries, thereby opening the door to sudden attempts to garner control, indicated by the lunar T-square with Uranus and Saturn. This energy continues with Wednesday's trusting, helpful trine between Mercury and Jupiter, with an emotionally manipulative moon squaring the Sun, Mercury, and Venus on the same day. So resist temptation to solve other people's problems on the same day, right? And the risk of exploitation is high. So this is going to be a week that, especially for you healers that you like to take on other people's burdens and put their problems first, this is not going to be a good week because you never know who's going to be showing up with not the best interest in mind, with kind of like the attitude of, oh, this person will do it because I don't have to do it, right? So this work week closes on Friday with a T-square between the moon and Mars and Neptune, with the moon also trining Uranus and Pluto. So don't allow all your hard work to be undermined by people who ride your coattails or try to steal your shine. The week's energy come to a head during Saturday squares of Neptune and Mars, with the moon opposing Jupiter. During this entire week, it's best to work independently as possible without seeking validation or support from colleagues, bosses, or even friends, as it may be difficult to decipher who truly is on your side versus who is out to ruin your reputation. Instead, surround yourself with tried and true loved ones. Sunday's buoyant, spontaneous grand trine in the air signs between the moon, Mars, and Saturn's make this an excellent moment for bonding through sports and active endeavors. If you're feeling big-hearted and charitable thanks to the sun's trine with Jupiter that same day, donate time or money to established organizations. So what you see here is next week is going to be a week of shielding, but not just that, making sure that you're putting yourself first. I know that is a big challenge because we are taught and programmed that if we put ourselves first, we're being selfish. That is not true. You are taking care of you. Putting yourself first is a form of self-care. So now what we're going to do is let's move towards the reading, right? And basically, as usual, I don't know where my lighter is. As usual, if you are ready for your reading with me, hurry up and schedule. Stop thinking about it. I know you're like, oh, it's such a long time, I'll wait. But let me tell you, the more you wait on that reading, the longer you're going to be waiting. I am scheduled right now out for like 9 months. So I'm scheduling for the end of August. So get on there and let's go ahead and take a look at the energy. So on the table we have my little tryout. I've been working with this little candle that I've made. It's Tarot Oracle Spirit. This should be in the shop soon. I usually make mine in trial sizes and I also send them to the elders, and they're the ones that say, oh, it's working, or no, it's not. All right, so this one's gonna come to the shop this weekend. So if you guys love to work with divination, that is an amazing candle for you to use. So let's go ahead and begin with the Patakis of the Orisha Tarot. So what we're seeing here, the first one, we see the Queen of Wands, and I love the Queen of Wands, especially for next week, when it's a week that we definitely want to embrace our power. We want to make sure that we're putting it somewhere where it's growing and not just throwing it out there. This is going to be a week where you truly want to embrace your energy and watch where you're putting that energy, right? So this is a growth in status. There might be new obligations that show up for you, right? But next week is going to invite you to learn deeper ways of doing things, especially with working with the validation of others, bringing that to center, knowing that you just have to validate yourself, right? So basically, your energy is going to be a big part of your success this week, right? So as I said, watch where you're putting it, watch who's getting your energy. This is not a week to just throw it around and give it to anyone that just shows up. We take a look at the next one and we have another queen. And what we see here is that beautiful Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is we are very clear in our intent, but this is also going to be a week to almost like there's help coming your way from unexpected places, right? So basically, this is a time for us to step up. If you see something wrong, no one's going to fix it. So make sure that you take leadership. This is also a great time to watch how you're thinking. Be very mindful of your thoughts, right? Because the week is going to feel very intense. So if during this intensity, all we're doing is putting ourselves down, not believing in ourselves, having issues with the way we're doing things and constantly bullying ourselves, it's not going to get any easier. So I need you this week to take a look at how you're treating yourself, how you're thinking about yourself. We see the energy of the Ace of Disc in reverse, right? So the Ace of Disc is in reverse. It's saying, wait a second until you plant a new seed, right? There is a chance right now for you to go deeper with the things that you already know. I know that we're always very open into learning new things. We're always very open into bringing new endeavors, but this is going to be a week that's kind of telling you wait on kind of planting those new seeds and actually tend to your garden that you already have. Actually tend to the energy that you've been working on. The reason why is we don't want to get all over the place because we're already going to feel a little exhausted. So let's take a look at the energy for the last two cards. And for that one, we are using the Priestess of Light Oracle. And let's see here. The first one is the Divine Masculine. So definitely a week to embrace that divinity of the Divine Masculine, that electricity, that active power. Just make sure you're not giving it away. The next one is Calming the Waters. So this is going to be a week of working with peaceful and calm regulations, meaning focusing on your inner peace, focusing on how you're feeling rather than all these things that we got to do for everyone else. So hopefully that spoke to you guys. Make sure that you guys signed up to my predictive 2023 reading. I've been doing these for over 20 years, but for at least, I think, 8 years online. And what we're doing is we're looking at the year to come. So we start out with a group reading and then we move on with a ritual of releasing. And then we are going to be doing a manifesting candle trabajo. So when you sign up, make sure that you leave your intent in the notes. One intent for a candle. You can have more than one candle. Just make sure you purchase another one. So I hope that this spoke to you guys. I love you. Have a beautiful day and blessed be.